and then he will put it on the share card for you guys.
You already did?
He will start now, yes. Dr. Tayyib?
Okay, I'll fix when I I'll talk to Samsu about that because they are using GoToMeeting different sessions, so that makes their conflict or not. It is recorded the first session before 1 o'clock.
Okay, I thought he was recording it now, guys. One of this, he's recording it now. You will put it in the share.
Yeah.
No, I thought he's recording it now. Is this type is recording now? This session is recording from now. Just continue.
Who is recording?
Tayyib.
Oh, that's why it's not allowing me.
No, he just started on his own.
Okay, so you can share, right?
Yeah. He'll put it in the share.
Okay, very good. So
Continue.
let's go next. You already seen. We can go next one, which is another function like count method, average method, and sum method. This function or method, whatever. So these three, they said aggregate functions, and count functions is counting the number of records or number of columns of we are looking for. So here the keyword here and syntax, and if you see the example is in the product table there are product ID, so they count how many records actually. So if you use this count method and inside the column name, they will counting how many records. So 77. Earlier we ran these product tables and we saw 77 records. So basically they are counting how many records there on like product ID. So based on that, they're returning the counting method is returning number of records they found on that column. Similarly, AVG is also average. There is a price you saw lowest and highest. So there is 77 records. If you run this one, the average price they will return you. So, and if you run here, you'll see the average is 28.86. And so you understand, right? Average method, right? And sum also they are making sum on quantity. Like if you run here, you'll see there is a like they just sum all the number from 1 to 77. If I run here, this is another table. If you run like order table, order details. So order detail, there is a 518 records there, and there is a quantity. Each product like order and product ID there, and they're the sum making sum total of the quantity of each record. So there is a 518 records. If I use the sum quantity sum on quantity table, it will return you total of the value. So 12,743. And another thing is you can try also like select two, like for an example 2 plus 2 plus 6, how much
So
is gonna be?
sorry,
Yeah.
the quantity table, right? Like where is it pulling this data from? Like which database? When you look to your right, the table name, right? Which one is it pulling the data from?
So if you use this one
From the order details, 518.
Details?
yeah,
Okay.
the table is order details, and we are making sum on this field.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So, and then I'm just giving you one example. 2 plus 2 plus 6, how much is gonna be? How many? It will return you 10, right?
10. Yeah.
Or dual is not supporting here. Yeah, same thing I did, but it's not running here. Okay, let me try 2 plus 2. It's not supporting here somehow. So I was trying to show you something like average sum, how it works. So I'll show you we'll create the time we'll create the table, so you'll have better understanding. So right now, just remember things. Some is working on the field that's they're like in the Excel. If you think Excel, how you calculate the sum, same thing. They are going on the record one column, and below that column, whatever the value there, they add one after one everything together, and then return the total number. So it returns only one record, but they do the the method it calculate the sum. And average also same thing. They average the calculation.
You could put a condition like if you want to show it like you only add the top 3.
Here. No.
Yeah, you can like
no, because you cannot see. If you use some method, it returns only one record. So top 3 you cannot see.
No, I tried like I put I put where an order detail ID less or equal to 3. I think it only adds the top 3.
Order ID.
Yeah.
There's the different. Okay, let me see which one talking about. So if you use this one, like order number here, right? Order details
like
ID.
the top 3, yes.
And order ID. Okay. So what you try to use?
So I did
Order ID,
select some quantity from order details. And then it says where order detail ID less or equal to 3.
Order
detail ID.
Order details ID.
Yes.
Okay.
Detail.
Okay.
ID.
Detail ID.
ID less or equal to 3. Less. And then give you 2. Yeah.
No,
if you run
because no, you have to have like having clause or something like that, because this one less than 3 means
it's gonna add the top 3. See if you run it. If you run it's gonna give you 2.
No, because order detail ID, you're telling them order detail ID less than 3. So so they will okay. So meaning they will return only these 3. Yeah. So here is like order 3, this 3, and here is 22 and 5 27. They'll return you 27. Yeah. So based on the condition you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, that's fine. And average, similarly, you can also use average, AVG. Average, if you use average, there is a 27 divided by 3. So divided by 23 is gonna be how much? How many? Tell me. So 27 divided by 3.
9.
Right. Good. So it returns 9, right? And AVG count, if you use count, it will return you 3, right? Only 3 records. They just, count means counter. Okay, very good. And then we can go, there is a like operator. You have to remember this one, like operator. In the SQL, we use a lot for searching anything, a string or anything. So like they say here, like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specific pattern in a column. All right. And there are 2 wildcards used in conjunction like with the like operator. So 2 way you can use. One is percentage, another one is underscore. The percent sign represents 0, 1 or multiple characters. Represents 0, 1 or multiple characters. So meaning if you use character A after percent, so character A after percent means if there is anything 0, 1 or character, they will find for the result for you. And underscore represent a single character. So only one character you don't know which one, so then you can use underscore. I'll show you. MSX uses a question mark instead of underscore. Okay, that's good to know. And so like syntax, you have to use like keyword like that. After the condition, you can use like. And yeah, same thing. The example I will explain you. If we go here, so for example, I'm going to show you. There's a customer name, right? So we're gonna use customer name. They will from customer. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use this one, like whole table. Then, so this is customer name. Remember, so customer name. We have the record. Remember, is Boran Siddiq is there. So let me do ascending. I'm gonna do order by. Order by. If I say 1, also it works. Yeah. Okay. The alphabet. So I want to see these things like order by. If you run the customer table and order by like ascending. So Alena Nava is here, right? 97 records, customer ID. So the goal is finding using like keyword. You are finding here is a like. If I use Aline, if I say Aline, I don't know the last character, for an example, right? Or I think I use this city is one word is better. So if I use like city like here is a key Stavanger, right? So I don't know the last character R. I say Stengy, like this one. So if you want to look for some keyword in the data the table, then you have to go for like this. So stranger, I don't know the R. So instead of R, you can use %. The last character I don't know here. So if you run, it will show you one record. Let me see this one. What? The city name is this one.
Order by. Remove the order by. Should work.
Order
by.
is fine. Could not prepare a statement 1, not an error. What's wrong here? So let me see here.
Because you search by the city and you're looking for the customer name.
So customer name start with A. They don't know that this is the person is all the character. So after A, you see after A, without after A, whatever is there, like they return you. So this is like to see one exact while like operator. So So if you use like Antonio, so space character number, let's see, it will return only 1. So if you say Antonio, after Antonio, whatever the characters number or 0 space, whatever is there, return me that record. I don't know Antonio, like I don't know his full name or middle name. I know only the first name or first few words. Then I can look for that word. I know Antonio, I don't know the other's name. Then you can use percentage. So this wildcard you have to use using like keyword. So if you use like Antonio, start with Antonio and the rest of whatever it is, give me the return. So they're finding this Antonio in the database.
Can you try deleting Antonio NIO? Delete I and O, the last, the after this, before the percentage. I mean, sorry, yeah, this is the percentage.
This one,
yeah.
no, you have to update.
Oh, you have to write the full first name, or if you take few letters up, it's not gonna pick it up.
No, this one, you're talking about this one.
Yeah, and now run.
Yeah, it will come same thing.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, even though if you use this, I know Takeria, I don't know the previous 2 names, right?
Yeah.
So what happened if you use Takeria? You can use this Takeria. I know Takeria, but before the Takeria I don't know. So you have to use the percentage before.
Okay.
And if you run, it's gonna be same thing. You see? And I know contact like if you see Zuan, right? And for Zuan, I don't know. I know only UAN, someone name like contact person. I don't know other things. So before that, whatever is there, return me that name. So they didn't find anything. Oh, this is another field. This is another field. So you have to mention. This is like contact name. So you have to also use. That's why previous record I didn't get it. We use if like I know only UAN, some like character I remember, but I don't know whole the remember contact name. So give me the record, information, the person, the contact name information UAN. I don't know the previous Z or something like that. So then you can use this one. You see, so Zuan is like they match 5 records and they return to you 5 records here. And similarly, I think the wild underscore, I think it should be same thing. Yeah, right. You see, so this one character underscore, they're looking for this one. But if you use percentage, they're looking for more than 1 character. So here I'm gonna tell you one thing. Okay, now for an example, this is contact name, right? There is a halal. So halal is here. If you want to look, you know that lal, only lal, you know the lal, you don't know anything. So what are you gonna do? Before like not before or ila, you know ila, only ila. You don't know after and before. So what are you gonna do? Use wildcard like that. The keyword, they will go to this name and whatever is there, they look for ila, ELA, before and after. So if you run this one, you see they found 2 records and you found the ila is there and ila is there, and you're telling the in the queries, give me those name record who you found on the contact field, ila, before or after. I don't know what after, before, or after or before ila, ila. So that way they gave you return. And if you know lal and you don't know the before one, then you don't have to use the after wildcard. So you know lal, only lal. So you know the last 3 characters. First one you don't know. First few characters you don't know. Then you use like that. You see, halal only. But if you know, suppose another thing is halal, halal. Okay, you don't know the like is A or E or U, they write down, you confuse. So probably you can use underscore, give me that record. Also they give you record like that. So I'm gonna run again, and then you will understand. So you have 100 record. If you do this, so wildcard in the middle character. So this underscore only one character. They look for any character is matched. So they found halal, and this A, you see in the contact name A. They don't know which one this. They look for underscore, and if anything match like that, they'll give you. And another thing, so you can also you can play with these things like country, right? We know the country is USA there, right? USA. We know country USA. So they give all the 13 records for USA. So one thing you are confused, US or USA, you don't know. When you write the queries, you probably know they put in the US or without US, I don't know. So you just look for something like that, and then whatever you can put, the one character, and same thing it will come up, 13 records. So depend how you look for. And Germany, you know that Germany there, and if you look wildcard %, the rest of whatever Germany, they will give you return. You see. So like very strong, searching keyword, like you can play with these things. And they use either after, before they use, or something like that. But remember, % is for more than one characters, and underscore only one character. And you see they use one character they know, and the % whatever, and then this is the way they use. And also something like that. And here is another one, not like, you can use. What does it mean? Hello? Hafiz? Hello?
Anything that
Yes, I'm
doesn't
here.
start with it.
Hafiz, are you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, okay. So do you understand how like keyword work?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you explain these things if you don't mind?
Okay. You just basically select an element from the database. You're looking for one aspect of the customer name that has the letter A within them, basically.
So yeah. So this is not like, meaning.
Oh, not like, meaning the name does not have the letter A.
Letter A, right? So
Yeah.
here is a like a customer name start with a like we're gonna run something
Other than the letter A.
Yeah, let me run this one. Okay.
It does not start with an A.
Yeah, so we're gonna start with the A, right? So I'll make it more easy, like a halal, a Helena is there, right? So I can use H, right? H, contact person. I can put contact person there, right? So H, start with the H. I said without, not like. The customer contact not like H. So without H starting customer name, they will give me result. So you will not found anything started with H in this column, customer contact name. So without H started, whatever they gave the records. If I use only without not, they will give me few records, 8 records they found, right? So when you use not like, they are not giving you 8 records. Without 8 records, they are returning. Hello? Okay. Hafiz.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. So is that okay?
Oh, yes.
Okay, very good. Now we can go next one. Next one is a wildcards. More. Explain here. You can read whenever you have a time. And same thing they use on CTC. I already explained some of them. Yeah, you don't need it. People don't use a lot, but same thing. So let's go to the important one. In operator is very useful.
Guys, sorry, if you guys are not talking, can you please mute yourself, please? Because we hear like a lot of background noises. I cannot hear the presenter.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good night right now. It's good.
Okay, very good. Because Gohar, I think he's not muting, so I mute him. Then stop the noise. Anyway, select in operator. The SQL in operator is very useful in real life. In operator allows you to specify multiple values in where clause. So you can use if you need to search multiple values. So the keyword is here, and the value inside the parentheses you use value, and also you use another subqueries inside the in query operator. Okay, and here you see the in operator. They use different country: France, UK, Germany. If you practice this one, they will return the records whoever the customer like information. They will give you only 3 countries. This the country in. So bunch of record will come up. 29 records they found here. They're looking for in the country field only Germany, France, UK. You can also not in. If you use not in without 3 countries, they'll return the value. You see, no Germany, no UK here. So not in and in is very useful and very powerful. You can use for searching any records. So previously use a country equal to only one name, right? But if you need to use multiple filter, multiple condition, if you use, then you have to use in operator, in and not in this condition. It's very powerful and useful. Another thing I already told you, not in, and then is subquery, is another subquery inside the not operator. This also very interesting. They said following SQL statement selects all customers. So meaning when you use wildcard like *X, it selects all customers, all records from customers that are from the same countries as the suppliers. So what does it mean? From the same countries as the supplier. So you have to look first this one. Let's go there. And if you run this line first, what happened? You have to look the supplier table first. What is there, right? Run this table. You see, only one record, one row, one column, which is only country, because we selected here country, right? And if you look here, all that, you'll see all the column 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, so this is supplier table. All the supplier information is here, and the one we are they are looking for country, right? So this is the country here, right? All UK, USA, Japan, Spain. So based on the country, they are we're taking some data from the country. If you paste it here, so they put the condition here, country in. So in means multiple records, multiple records will come up, filter. And this country, so all the countries, like we got 29, right? So 29 records will come up here in the select queries, and country in. So all the countries in the keyword, when you use in, it will match customer, the country in the customer table to supply table. It should be matched. If it doesn't match, it will not give you. Only the matching records they will give you. And one thing, let me run this one. I'll explain. And here you see 77 records here they found. But if you use only like for example, distinct country, right? How many countries there? 22, right? If you use suppliers, $17 records there. So here is a matching and matching things. And then okay, so this is the, so they're matching with the customer. If matches, then give to me, otherwise don't give me, just saying. And what are the countries is not there? So you see UK, USA, Japan, Spain, Australia, Sweden, Brazil. Some of the countries you'll not see in this query. So if I run this one, you see some of the name is not there. It's only matching with the customer table. So the country in customer table, whatever is there is they are looking for here. If not in customer table, they will not give you return. So when we will do the joining, you will understand how you distinguish. But we have to remember this, inside the in operator we can use another queries like subqueries. So we are coming joining very soon, so we'll have better understanding about it. Now between keyword, another keyword.
It's already 2:07. Are we gonna continue or?
No, we'll continue a little more because
okay,
we took the longer break. That's why. Is that okay to others? Shaun
Yes.
is there? Shaun? Hello?
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do one more.
Okay.
Shaun is still here.
Okay, very good. So between operator is looking like in between. They are like, you see, like and operator in between like from to two is a range, you can say. So between operator selects the values within a given range. Values can be numbers, text, or dates, anything. Between key operator is inclusive. Begin and end values are included. So meaning you have to mention begin values and end values. So it's inclusive. And between you have to use after the while condition between this value and this value. So you'll see here in the product tables, give me the price, like give me the product list where price between 10 to 20. I don't need all of the price. I need only in between 10 to 20. So if you run, they will record in between that. And in the price table, you will see not less than 10 and not more than 20. So you see in the right side, You see all the records is in the range 10 to 20. And that's the way you have to be used between 10 and 20. If you use give me the product 5 to 7, they'll give you few records, only 2 records. So this between operator, it's also you can use based on the, if you need anything finding by range, any field, you can do that. And then let me here. Okay. So not between also you can use. So without this range, you will have others number. So you're not able to see in between this range. Not between also you can use. And between in example. So here they use in operator here. This is important one. The following SQL statement selects all the products with a price between 10 to 20. In addition, do not show products with a category ID 1, 2, 3. So, and not category ID in eto, like 1, 2, 3. So let's go. Sound is still there. Okay, this one, the first one you can see the price between 10 and 20, right? The first one in the range they return to you. And then if you use another and, there is another and not category in. So category in means if you look for this category field, we want to see the without category 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, it will not come up. So if you run and not in, you see category 1, 2, 3 is not here. If you look for here, so we can say not category in. So basically this is an operator, right, and this is another one. And so this is another one condition between, and this is another operator, not category in 1, 2, 3. This is the way you have to use. So meaning we use and, you remember, both should be true. This one and this one should be true. Then they'll return you all the records. 9 records they found. Do you have any question on it?
No.
Okay. So between operator, they work on the text values. So before you use number values, now text. They said Carnarvon, Tigers, and this one product name by product name. So if you use this one, you can see what is that. Okay. So the white condition product name, which is this one, and between like Carnarvon Tigers and Mozzarella. Okay, so Carnarvon Tigers, this one, right? And Mozzarella, I don't know, what's there? Yeah, this is Mozzarella. So they are looking for by text. Between this text, give me the product name Will be the product name between these two. So it will return only few records, not too many. If you run, you see,
Yeah, it's going to give you from C through M, alphabetical order.
C to M. What do you mean?
Like the letter C, it starts with C, ends in M. So you start with, if you scroll down, you see product name start with C, right? And
Yeah.
then it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
And then M, right?
M. Yep, yeah, that's where it ends.
But how about the L?
Okay, yeah, it gives you between, starting from C to M, pretty much. Whatever product is between Carnarvon Tigers and Mazzarola di Giovanni, whatever, including these two, whatever comes in between, they also are going to give you that product too, product name as well.
It's confusing me for me.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, it's all I was trying to say, like, it's gonna give you product, this one, the first one, right? Let's say let's make it like easier for us to say. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's okay, car. Okay, it's gonna give you the product of car, Tigers, and it's also gonna give you Mozzarella di Giovanni, right? And also it's gonna give you the products in between, whatever comes in between, right? It's not gonna give you anything with. So it's not gonna give you anything starting with A and start with any products start with A or B, right? Yeah.
If I say Alice, if I product name Alice and Boston Crab.
Yeah. So then if you say Alice and Boston Crab, so you're gonna have three products: Alice mutton, anise sage syrup, and Boston crab meat. Try it.
Okay. Let me try. Right. So let me try this Boston Crab. Right. If I put this one Boston Crab, and between Boston Crab and then Chung.
Okay.
So how many records? 3 records, right?
It should pop up 3 records, yeah.
3. Let me try 60, 18, 1.
It should 4, including Chung, yeah. Let's see again. Boston
Crab. This one. Oh yeah, including that one 6. Yeah. 5. Yeah. So this one first is last one, and this is the first one in the middle 3. That's good. This is new features we didn't see before. This.
Okay.
Because a long time ago it wasn't there, and now they added some features. Searching by like that. This is very awesome. It was a limitation before. Now they overcome. That's good. That's why I don't know what's going on this one. Anyway, so this is the not between text values example. We already done this one, and between dates example. This is the date. Date is very useful. You have to do a lot when you go for writing queries for reporting or finding some data as your business requested. Same thing, you can use between, the start between and ending between. So start and end you have to use, and inside you have to use. When you use between, you have to use and. Just remember, it's very interview question. When you use between, make sure is and there. You have to use and. And similarly, if you try, you can see. You see, there is a date, order date, right? From the order tables.
So I have a question. Like, why would they ask you stuff like an interview, which is like in the sense, I mean, you're not gonna be. I mean, you don't have to remember. For
no, right now,
because you can just go to the website and look it up, whatever you need, like and then get the what's it called, the syntax or whatever to write. Like, why do we have the need to memorize anything?
Oh no, the thing is that as long as you are very familiar with this keyword or something like that, you don't have to remember everything. But some basic things they might test you. We know, and the person who will take the interview or anybody, they know. Everybody look for online. Syntax we forgot, we don't remember. But the thing is, if you are a professional, if you're working in this industry, definitely you remember some keywords. And right now you are not memorizing anything, but as long as you work, few years, definitely you will remember.
They
some
usually
keywords.
ask for trivial questions. You know what I mean? Things that should be given, known.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like one time I did an interview for engineering, and they told me, oh my daughter just stopped. What is the first thing you do when
Hello, Grohor?
so
Go ahead.
Helal, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you.
I think he muted for kids probably. Anyway, we can talk. No problem. So the thing is, some things it's beginning because you are just learning the SQL for the first
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm tracking.
And even though you are right, you are absolutely right. Even though I don't remember, a lot of things. On the time will come up, I just look for that. That's
No, I
it.
understand. Yeah.
I need to make
yeah,
the.
I'm sorry guys. My daughter, she went downstairs. She was crying, so I figured to
No,
just
no,
do it.
it's okay. It's okay. We do understand.
Yeah.
Don't worry. And
But I kind of do want to know what they asked you on the interview, because you got me all curious.
Are
right.
you asking me?
Yes, Halal, because you
No,
started
I
off
said that
saying-
they asked me. They asked me. That was like about 15 years ago. And one of the questions they said, when you go test like a circuit, like a car or something, what is the first thing you would do, like when you test something? So, and I was young. I was like, I'll do this. I'll check and make sure. And they were looking for, the first thing is make sure that you have power connected. You know what I mean? Before you
Right.
do anything. So sometimes they ask you for trivial questions.
Yeah.
Got you. Makes sense.
Yeah, like for example, they like if you go for any environment for database related testing or database related things, they really love to talk about the database. They're very pretty compatible, like their work, they know. They're like the person who really knows something better, they really ask those things. Right. So so if the case is like that, most people in database related, they're in the interview, like they say, okay, I have they'll draw you in the board. I have a one table is like car information, car info. So car info, there is 3 records. The table name is car info, and record is car VIN number, car like model or make, like model, make, and year, something like the few fields there. So they tell you, can you write a simple queries to find the model in between 2015 to 2018, 2017, 2015 to 2017. So the year field is there, model year. So all the is like more than 1,000 records there. They didn't say anything, just simple things. They gave you table, draw the table, and put the data, and they just say you. They don't want to ask you a lot of questions. Only one question. If you confidently tell them, and they will understand how much you know, what's your basic concept. And if they show up one question like that, they also bring more question on that, and they can spend more an hour or half an hour on that if they want to. So this is the way they try to understand who are you, how you know, what you know, like they're like, if you go, you're not going for specialized for database administrator or something like that, then different things. You have to have you have to know advanced. For like QA job, they want to know you have basic idea or not, because they're gonna give you test data or real data to test, make sure you can operate. You're not deleting all the data. You know how to operate with the condition. You can know how to update. You also know, like if you have concept, you're not going to make any mistakes, and confidently you can do your work and help others also in the team. So they're trying to something know about you, the basic foundation you have or not. So the records I told you, car info, if you know the year, everything is there. And here is the question. You don't have to remember anything, but you can ask them. I forgot the syntax. Can I Google it, or can you help me? about the sentence, the rest of things I can do. So they want to know how you're going to do that. Tell me first. So you can tell them that I'm going to write a queries, select all from this car info, and in the where clause I will use between clause, between the year, starting year and then ending year. So where in the where clause, car in the where clause, year equal to year between 2015 and this is the and keyword. After and you can say 2017. That's it. Your query is done. So
Yeah, I get it. I think we don't have to dwell on it anymore. I get the point. Thank you.
yeah. So that's the things. Like yeah, they will help you if they basically they're nice. Everybody nice. They will help you if you forgot the syntax. But they want to know how you gonna do. What's your approach? What's come up from your mind? Like if you really know how to write the queries or something like that, you don't have to memorize everything, but basic things as long as you can go as you practice, you will understand. Okay, so this and um, if you don't use hash, what will happen? Can you use this string? No. Okay, so this is the string. This changed a lot recently.
Oh no, I think don't you have to be consistent? If you change here, you have to change the other one to after and. Like
You're
if you,
talking about you have to change both of them.
yeah, I mean, don't you have to be consistent?
No, the thing is syntax should be
I
separated.
don't know. I mean, I was just guessing it. Like
No, yeah, good try. You can try. So no, that's like the it's like a string character doesn't support this date format. It's different. If you look for date field anything, because in the database they declare as a date data type probably. That's why it's not taking character. If I use a string character, they're not taking, because if in the database they declare as a bar car will come up in the data type, but bar car something like that, then you can use a string character. But if they use that time they declare order date as a data type of date, then you have to use hash sign the things. So yeah. And then the next one is I think alias. Alias I already mentioned, bro. The synonym like as alias name. Alias name is like column name. If you don't like to see column name like that, you can use your custom name. So for example, here's a customer ID is together. So it's for technical field is fine. Or if you want to give the report to others, then you can use ID customer name as customer. So something like that. The customer ID they can return you as ID. So when you run the customer ID in the database, they look for this one, but you want to see in the column only ID. You don't want to see full customer ID, only ID. And then comma, this part is one part. And second part is customer name. You want to see like that. We want to see customer. That's it. And that way you can see. And whatever you can, just after as keyword, it's like in alias name, you can do whatever you want to do, want to see. So I think you know already about that. And for table. So in the table also you can use alias, like customer table, as you can see order as O. So simple name you can use, because that time you use joining. This is joining. So then it's helpful to use a shortcut name. You can try this one. So customer here they use alias C as C and order as O. So in the where condition, if you use C dot, C means this customer table, because we put here alias. So we use the alias name C dot customer name. So customer table, this customer table, and this is the column from that table, C dot customer name equal to around the horn and condition, and then C again from customer table, and the field name is customer ID equal to order table, you see order, this customer ID. So basically this is joining. We are coming to joining. So this this when you use alias, you also use here in the select statements o dot order ID. So o is coming from order table, then order ID, the one of the field order ID from order table, and order table dot order date, and this one not order table. This is C. C is coming from where? Customer table. So customer name here. So basically they joining in two tables, and they select columns or field from both tables. And the condition also they are matching. They say customer table name should be around the horn, and customer ID should be order ID. So this is joining. Like you see at the beginning, I told you relational database. That is the relationship. So we build the relationship in between two tables using joining. So this is joining actually. This two. If you run order table, you will see. Let me run this one. Okay. So end condition is not a match here. Look like what I'm gonna do here. We know the one of the name is Bohan is there. Nothing is coming up. Facey use or deal records everything. So they are giving all the records that from both table. For details, you can see select all from orders. You see 196 records in the order table, and if you use customer, there is a 100 records. So customer is 100 records, and order from order table 196 records. So total how much? 296. So if you use joining, they're rating using 392 because some of the field order ID is duplicate. So in the joining, I'll explain a little more. So this is the alias. So alias you can use the part of this script is as a you can use alias in the table too, not only in the column name. So alias also you can use as order ID, something like that. You can use order ID. You see order ID. Instead of order ID like that together, I separated order ID in capital. So you can use order alias in the column as well as in the table. This is the joining here. A join clause is used to combine two rows from two or more tables based on a related column between them. You said combine rows from two or more tables. Two or more tables. So when you're joining, basically you have to have two tables at least. Otherwise, you cannot make the relationship.
Can we start it next tomorrow?
Sorry?
The join is a big subject. Can we start it tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay. I think it's 2:30 right now. So tomorrow we'll cover the joining, all of the joining here, inner join, left join, right join, full join, self join. And join is very important. In the interview, they mostly ask about the joining. Anybody has any question? Amit, Itihad, Gohor, Hafiz?
No, we're
So
good. Are we
just-
done?
Just please make sure, like, from the beginning of the session to start recording, because we fully depend on the recording of the session.
Yeah, somehow it's not. I don't know their application. Like it was working in the first session. Second session is not allowing me because I had the space. They said I don't have a space in the recording folder, and I make empty on that folder. I transfer to another folder, another location, and then the changes two different locations, but none of them are working. They're not taking.